Welcome, this is Keita.
And I am Lorianne.
And you're listening to Anxiety is a Mother. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Happy 2023!
Yes, welcome back. Let's jump straight into it. How's your energy?
My energy is good. I got my green on today, so my energy has to be amazing. But no, my energy is really good. It's been a good week so far, so no complaints. How about yours?
My energy is good. I feel really aligned. So I want to tell a quick story. So the other day I had some guests that wanted to check in early. So they came while I was still cleaning or whatever. So I'm showing them the property at the Rockstar Unicorn. And as she get ready to leave, because they were just dropping their bags off, she was like, "Oh, and what's the check-in information?" I said, "Oh, you should have gotten a message." She was like, "No, I don't think I've gotten anything yet." So I pull out my phone. I said, "You should have gotten it at 2." So I pull out my phone, it's 1:59 and it turns to 2. And then her phone says ding, like the Airbnb ching. And she was like, "Oh, there it is." And her husband was like, "Oh, wow, you're really on top of it." Because, all of our messages are automated. But, for it to happen like right then, it just felt like that was a really cool moment. So I'm feeling aligned.
Yeah. Alignment is everything.
And today we are playing. Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying we must have a delay. I was saying alignment is everything, because when you don't feel aligned, you feel it. When you're not aligned, you feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a delay too.
It's okay.
So today
I guess just wait.
That's why I was waiting a few seconds just in case. Okay. So today we're playing a game I'm very excited about, 21 questions. So Lori and I, we both jotted down some questions and we're going to ask 21 questions. This is going to be a 3-part episode. So let's get straight into it. Lori, you want to ask the first question?
Okay, let me see. Let's see, girl. What's the wildest thing you've ever done to get someone's attention?
Oh. To get somebody's attention? Like, in what way?
It could be in any way. It doesn't necessarily have to be the opposite sex because you wanted them. Like, it could be in any kind of way. Maybe it was a business opportunity. You were trying to do something with somebody.
I got some. So, so I had already wanted to start the Pretty Rose podcast a long time ago, but there was this particular person that I attended one of their events. They're pretty high profile, and I love what they do or whatever. But I didn't really know what I had to offer in conversation. So I invited them to be a guest on the podcast, and I didn't really have a podcast yet. So I interviewed them for the podcast, which is still going to air, but it was just like, I just wanted to talk to them. So yeah. Might be a little creepy though. I don't know.
I guess when the podcast come out, everybody will know who it is.
Might mix their episode up, so it won't, be so obvious.
Right. I don't think I really have one. Yeah, you can go, because I don't have one.
No. You gotta answer it.
Well, I would say the craziest thing I've done to get someone's attention is ignore them. That gets, especially my husband's attention, to ignore them.
Yeah, men hate that. Men hate that. That's not good.
That's not really crazy, but that's all I got.
how have you changed since starting the podcast?
Oh, um, I feel like I was always open to meeting new people. But I think more now, even
Mm-hmm.
more now. Um, and I feel like I've opened up because I'm a really closed off person. So I feel like I've opened up more and kind of
Mm-hmm.
learning that it's okay to come out of my comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
where it's just safe and warm and cozy, just coming out of there more definitely. Even though I feel like I still got some coming out to do, but it's a whole lot better than where it used to be.
Yeah. Well, maybe you shouldn't refer to
Mm-hmm.
yourself as a closed off person anymore.
Yeah, I should stop that. Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, so that's
Um,
me. That's how I feel like I've changed.
okay. Um, how have I changed? I because of the podcast. You know what? I probably should have thought of an answer since that was my question. How have I changed since starting the podcast? I mean, I feel like life has just changed, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint like how the podcast in general has changed me. I feel like the podcast has really like taken both of our lives in a completely different direction than we've just kind of seen. So it's just like my whole life is different, and I think the podcast may have a lot to do with it. So I'm more organized, more structured with my schedule. So yeah, I would say that's how it's changed.
That's good. That's really good. I like that. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, if you were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, who are three people you'd want on your team?
Oh my God, can we do a Walking Dead marathon? Like I've been it's just been in my spirit. I started watching it last night. Girl, I fell asleep. Anyway, um, who would I want? Oh, like people close to me or people just like
It could
celebrities?
be like, yeah, it could be anyone.
Um, ooh, Rhonda, because she gonna have some weapons.
Ron-
Rhonda. Yeah. Cause she be having little knives and stuff. Uh who else?
Other two.
Oh, who else? This one of these guys I used to date. He's pretty like good with his hands. So
Mm-hmm. Okay,
yeah.
and one more.
Oh, I thought I got you. Oh, I was counting myself. One more. Mm, I don't know who else surviving. Definitely not you. Maybe you. You'll be the first one to get ate. No, I'm just playing.
Really?
No, I'm just playing. Oh,
I'm
dang. I
right
don't
between.
know. Huh?
I said
Oh,
I'm shooting
shit.
them right between the eyes, and it's over.
You know what? You right. You good with a gun. Yeah, you see, you.
Then you saved your life.
Since I gotta jog my memory. What about you?
Okay, so my three people would definitely be number one, Jesus.
Okay.
Gotta have him. Because I feel like we just automatically go survive. If we die, he can bring us back.
As a
We're good.
zombie.
And then number two would definitely be my husband because he don't miss. And number three is the guy from Born I did Mark Born. What's his name? The Born guy. What's his name? But
You
from the
think he got them
Born
skills in
movies.
real life though?
Maybe he had enough practice at rehearsal to have enough of them to get us out some stuff. So like he always kicking ass. So yes, those are my three. That's my three.
Okay. All right. My next question. Let me shake up the pretty rose box. Hey, how has motherhood changed you?
Oh, girl. I say patience for one. I learned patience being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
um, it definitely made me like a protector and a worrier at the same time because especially now that my kids are getting older and they're going out more without me and driving and all that stuff, like you never not worry. You worry when they're small and they're just at daycare or they're
Mm,
staying with someone else and you work like it never stops. And now
yeah.
I have one in college, one getting ready to go away to college because none of the colleges on her list have anything near DFW. So I know she's not going to college home or in Texas. And that like I'm excited for her because I want my kids to see the world, but it's like you worry. So yeah, it's and protect them with everything. So
Right.
and it's also made me having being a mother makes you look at the world differently and what's important in life. Like motherhood changes something in you. It's like as soon as you always hear, oh, you'll know what to do when they get here. And then they get here and it's like motherhood, just that instinct kicks
I
in.
still
And
don't know
like,
what to do.
those, I mean, now when I say, as far as nurturing
But
and providing for, when it comes that we don't know everything, but those are the ways that it's definitely changed me. How has it changed you?
um, it's taught me unconditional love and more so on their
Yeah.
end because like it don't matter how crazy I've been or what I do, like they just love their mama like without conditions. And
Mm-hmm.
most of us in adults will be ready to cut people off or oh, they made me mad, I'm done with them. This like but kids, they was just like, you know what, you was on my nerves 2 minutes ago, but you still my mommy. So, unconditional
Yeah.
love. I want to love just like my kids love.
Oh,
Oh, is it your question?
that's sweet. Yeah. Yes. Oh, this is a messy one. Have you ever been ghosted?
Yes. Hell yeah.
You want to tell the story?
I've been ghosted several times.
Oh,
Which
damn.
one?
Tell me.
I would say one of the biggest ones. I mean, because sometimes people just realize a lot of people aren't communicators, and most people are not gonna tell you when they're not feeling you no more, so they just go ghost, and it's either a big deal or it's not a big deal. And this particular time, it was a big deal because I was dating this guy, and it's so freaking funny because that episode of Insecure when old dude ghosted Issa, like I was just going through a ghosting. And I kept saying, I bet when Issa and them come back, it's gonna be because of mental health issues, blah, 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 whatever. Because
Oh,
that's kind of
yeah.
going through. But when he ghosted me, like I rode to his house, like, nigga, where you
Yeah.
at? Like you
Yeah.
okay? But where you at? But yeah, those
Yeah.
days are long behind me. Growth.
Amen for that. I've been ghosted, but not in that sense. I've been ghosted by a close friend, like
Mm,
close friend.
mm.
And I don't think we talk about friendship breakups enough because it hit different. And I won't go into detail, but yeah, I was ghosted by a close friend. So it was like I just got cut off.
Damn.
Nope.
At least with relationship with men, because I've ghosted people, you ghost them and then you come back around and you ghost like you don't like maybe that's a toxic love story. Toxic love story.
Yeah.
But with friends, But with friends, it's just like seem like it might just be done. How do you repair?
Yeah,
How do you come back from that?
right. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know. And I feel like, I understood the reasoning, but um, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's hard, especially when you feel like you got why they were upset, but when you apologize and acknowledge those feelings, it's like, and you still get ghosted. Like, no after that, you think, oh, we're good, we're fine, we got through this. And then you like never hear from them again. It's like, oh, okay, we weren't fine. But I mean, yeah, it's real. It is what it is at this point. You kind of just gotta accept it and move on.
This is true. Next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, I see myself if I have one word to put on top of all of that, I would say happy. And happy would be because I've achieved my goals that I have set forth for growing my brand, for stepping into new endeavors that I have on that same goal list, for stepping out of my comfort zone all the way even more, and just allowing myself to be truly what God has destined for me. Truly walking in my purpose, truly being whole and happy. And it's not, like with a certain dollar amount on it or this business, that business, but just being in that place where, you sit up and you think about what you want for your life and how you see yourself getting there and how it's going to feel to get there, to be in that place where I feel like, okay, I did it. I'm there. So it's not our money or the material things, but it's just knowing that this is what I wanted to do and I did it. Because sometimes that's more rewarding than anything else. Then I feel like when you achieve that success, you have no choice but to have success come with that, especially when you're doing what God puts you. So, what about you?
In 5 years, I see ZZ's all over the world franchised. I see all my companies just flourishing, prosperous. I see Pretty Rolls with like a beautiful luxe headquarter office. And then in my personal life, I see myself as hands off as possible. Like the goal is to build your companies up to where they can run efficiently without you. Of course, I might have to, check in here and there or be a part of some meetings, creativity, because I just care about the creative part, honestly. Just be a part of that. But in my personal life, like I just see me happy. I see myself in love, married, traveling the world, like spending so much time with my babies. Because these past 2 years, I felt like I just kind of was like, I'm just a business owner. Like mommy gonna have to take a back seat because mommy's on a mission. So I'm just ready to like be on the other side. Well, I feel like I am now on the other side of that. So in 5 years, I want to just be chilling, like me and my kids traveling the world constantly. So, yep, that's where I see myself in 5 years. Okay, let me ask this question. Okie dokie. What's your favorite thing about me?
I would say your ambition to just, really go after what you want, what you see for your businesses, not allowing anyone to tell you no, and still just going after it and doing it, saying, I'm going to do this and doing it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. My favorite thing about you, I love how you love people and I love how people love you back. Like it's so beautiful. I feel like the true gift of a person is to just see how other people around them treat them and love them. And I just feel like it's a reflection of how you love people, so I love that.
I love you. Thank you. That's good. Okay, let me see. Okay, you have 3 choices on this one. So if you could pick one superpower, which one would it be and why? Time travel, to be invisible, or the power to heal?
Oh, the power to heal for sure. Oh my God, for sure. The power to heal.
Mine too.
Oh, that's so funny you said that though. I was just thinking about that on the way here. I was just like, man, like, we all have these goals of being successful. And like for me, I want to be a billionaire. And it's like, it's not just the status of being a billionaire. I got all this money, I can live in a mansion. It's just like, I want to have the type of money to where I can create things that can help people help themselves heal. Facilities, because we all talk about helping the poor and all of this, but it's just like, even if you gave a homeless person a home, they probably gonna end up homeless again. Like, it's certain things that you have to work through, healing and all that kind of stuff. So that's the type of facilities that I would like to create to just actually heal people and actually help them. So
Yeah, same. I feel like the way I feel when I see someone that's hurting or in need of something, I always, that's like one of my biggest wishes. I wish I could fix it. Not that I want to fix it, but I don't like to see anyone hurting, going without, in need of something, especially when they're just, they're grieving or something going on internally with them. I absolutely hate it. So I feel like the power to heal is the only option.
Yeah, right. I was like, if I would have said invisible.
That would be fun. That would be
fun. Okay, next question. Is it my turn to ask a question? Yeah, it is. What is your word of the year?
Focused.
What?
Focused.
Focus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like that. In a particular reason why?
Because I feel like it's too easy to get distracted, and getting distracted leaves you on January 31st, like, oh my God, a year went by and I didn't reach my goals. And I never want to be in that place again. Not that I was this recent year, but I've been there, and I'm like, you had a whole year, No, I want to stay focused. No matter what I'm doing, stay focused. Yeah. What about you?
Abundance. I feel like that's like a cliche word to say for the new year, but not even abundant just in money. I want to be abundant in laughs, spending time with my friends. I feel like it's a lot of stuff that like the past 2 years that I just completely didn't do. So I just want to be abundant in all areas, not just the career.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's always good. Okay, let's see. What's the best advice you've ever received?
I don't know if I actually received maybe this. I don't know if I received this from anyone, but the best advice I could give, don't let fear hold you back. Fear is always going to, no matter what level in life you're on, fear is always going to be there, but don't let that be the reason you don't move forward.
That's good.
Because anxiety is a mother. But it ain't gotta be.
It's on. Mine would be one of my therapists, my favorite therapist, told me this, and she moved away on me and devastated my heart. And I may have said this before, but she told me one day to lower my expectations of people. And that sounds like a horrible thing, but it's really not, because sometimes we put so much into people that when they hurt us, we're just devastated or let down or whatever, because of the energy and the amount and that pedestal you may put someone on or think they're higher than this, or people are human at the end of the day. So when she told me that, and I literally apply it into my life on a daily, lower your expectations of people, so that you're not so hurt or disappointed when something doesn't go your way, or or you're disappointed by that person. I say that's the best advice I ever received.
I like that. Okay. What are your favorite 3 things about yourself?
I My heart, definitely my heart, the way I love. The way I don't know if I want to say my vision, the way I see things or the world, or my intuition. I feel like I always can feel when something is right for me. A situation, a person, whatever. You know, my intuition. And of course, and then just me. If that makes sense, but just me. Like when there are so many people who look in the mirror and they hate what they see. When I look in the mirror, I absolutely love me. So it's just going to be just me, period. Everything. Yeah. What about you?
Was that 3?
Uh-huh. Oh. I said my heart, the way I love, my intuition, and me.
Oh, okay. What do I love about myself? I love everything about myself. I love that I am authentically me. Can't no one, sometimes people get in certain rooms. You may have different like variations or different moods in certain environments, that you go into, but I feel like I'm always Keita. Like, you're not gonna meet me and be like, that's a completely different person. You might get a quieter version of me, but I'm always Keita. And this sounds funny, but I try really hard to be myself, because a lot of times people try really hard to be someone else. What else do I love? I love that I'm a go-getter, and I'm gonna copy you. I love my intuition. Like, it's really cool to have that gift of vision and to be able to see things, have that foresight. So I think that's something that I love about myself.
That is a blessing. Okay, so next question. If you could be a part of a family on any TV show, which family would you choose?
I like the Family Matters. They just seem like a regular cool family. Like they was kind of, had a little bread, good family unit. So yeah, probably the Family Matters. Steve Urkel was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you?
I would say, okay, so prior to her being a racist came out, my answer would have been Roseanne. Because I just absolutely always loved that show.
You would have been the only black person.
I know, but like I was obsessed with that Family, girl. That was like my show. Like I used to watch it day and night. Whenever it was on, I was watching Roseanne. And then a few years ago, when all that, I was like, okay, I'm done. But I still watch the old episodes because I can't be on cancel culture too strong when it comes to certain things.
Right.
Anyway, but now it would definitely be Fresh Prince, because it was just giving Black excellence, and they really live in it. Especially the new. Have you seen the new version of Fresh Prince on Peacock?
No.
I want to be a part of that. Well, yeah,
you said you want to be a part of them.
Yeah, Fresh Prince 2.0. Yeah,
you said you do.
Oh. Yes. Yeah,
I think my Wi-Fi bad. It is. Am I glitching?
No, you're not glitching. You just got a major delay.
Okay, because I was like, you kind of glitching on my end, so I don't know if it's, I don't know how it's gonna show on camera, but I think it's probably my Wi-Fi. Okay, so this is my question. So this is probably gonna be the last question. Zoom is kicking us off. What is your secret passion?
I don't know if any of my passions are secret though, because I talk about them.
Because sometimes you can have like something that you truly, truly want to do that you're not doing. Like it feels like a.
No. I feel like it's something I want to do. I feel like I go for it and I'll do it. Like when it just comes to creating, starting my brands, I don't know. And gardening is truly, absolutely love that. But yeah, I don't really have one for that. What about you?
Well, I guess this isn't really secret, but I would love to be one of the most sought after inspirational, motivational speakers in the world and one of the most well
Okay.
paid. I'm gotta be intentional with inserting that well paid.
Okay. So just to be like a speaker, when you say speaker, what, like on panels or
Just you know how you see like the Les Browns and they're like doing like these think tank speaks or TED Talks and stuff like that, where they're just pouring out wisdom and inspiring, and Steve Harvey, he does it
yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that.
Okay, well, what did you think about the game?
That was fun. It was fun.
Good, good, good. Well, that is the end of part one. Tune in in 2 weeks for part two. Make sure y'all tap into everything that we have going on. See y'all.
Bye.